Hi guys, and welcome to Stock Management System developed using C++ Builder. And let me show you guys how this works. Right here, the details of Sammy Moore can be found on this table right here. There we go, that's Sammy Moore. And if you want to add more details, all you just need to do is to click on Add, or you can navigate with this if you want. Okay, let's click on Add. And right in here, select whatever product you want, enter how many of those you would like. Order date, you can enter your order date, and if you want to change any of the valid date there, like the valid from this very day, and the order can expire maybe, let's say, in about a couple of days time. Is it on sales? Do you want any discounts? VAT, yes. And here, let's say you're paying by debit card and it's a Visa debit card. Order number, customer details or customer ID, then the name of customer, let's say it is Felix Frogner. And Mr. Frogner lives in number 19 Lincoln Way. There we go. All we then need to do is to add it all up and just hit on total. There. Now let's see the details of Mr. Felix Frogner. If you come in here, we should be able to see the details of Felix Frogner right there. Now let's go back in here, and we can even go straight into the database, and right there, those are the details of Felix Frogner. So I'm going to minimize that. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take you guys straight into C++ Builder, and we'll put one of these together. And let's start a new tutorial. I'm going to start by clicking on Create New Window VCL Application. Just right here, just click on that, or you can always go to File and select New Windows VCL Application. The choice is yours. There we go. Your development environment is ready. You see this, your form. Come right down here and let's change the height. I'm going to make that about 788, and the width I'm going to make that 1400. There we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is come right here. You see the palette? Now right in there I need a page control. Just type in page control. There we go. That is it right there. Grab hold of it, dump it right there. There. Now you can extend or expand the page control as you want. Once you're satisfied with the size of your page control, just right click on your page control and select new page. There. Okay, now I'm going to select it, and let's come into the properties where we have new page so that I can give that a name right there. No, not that. I think it's the caption. So I'm going to change the caption to invoice. Shall we go for invoice details or system, whatever? Invoice details. There we go. Now just right click on it again and select new page. Inside the caption, let's give that a name. I'm going to call that, let's say, stock control. There we go. Now the next thing we want to do is come right here inside the palette and let's select label. T label. Grab hold of T label, just dump it right there. I'm also going to grab hold of combo. Not this very combo box. The one I need I should be able to use that with my database. This Veron TDB combo. Just drag that, drop it there. Very good. Now I'm going to increase the size of these two components. And before I do that, I might as well grab hold of text editor as well. Yeah, there we go. That is it. Grab all of that, just dump that in there. So the three components, select it all, and let's come right here where we have the font. I'm going to make that font about 22 there. Okay, now we're ready. So let's drag this that much, and now this very one here, let's change the details of that to, let's look for the caption for that label. There it is. Change that to product ID there. Okay, now paste this here underneath that. Now copy the product ID, Control C, Control V, paste. And now copy both, Control C, Control V, paste. Now select it all and paste. We have 4. Copy, paste again. Okay, that's good. Now let's add just one more. I need about 10 here. Control C. There we go. There. Now, before I go any further, let's save this first. Let's go straight to File, Save Project As, and now I'm going to come right in here. Let's create a folder, call that CPP stock control. Alright, that's fine. I will click on that, and I'm going to give this a name. Stock control. Right. Now save that. And save that as stock control as well with an S. And save this as stock controllers, and that is it. The file is all saved now. Very good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just going to copy these two, 1 and 2, Control C, and paste it right somewhere here. There we go. Let's minimize this for now. I'll repeat the same thing for this because I just intend to copy a lot of them. Okay, now one more. Copy, paste. Right there. Now I'm going to delete this. And let's grab hold of, copy that, paste that here. Got a combo box there. Okay, that's good. And now I'm going to add either a group, something to group it together, or a panel. Okay, let's come here and just look for something to group. That's a T group box, and just dump that there. Okay, so let's come in here. The color is white. Let me try and change that color and get rid of the data on it. And here you see where we have, let's go for background color. I think this might be it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it, but I'm going to change it to something, yeah, maybe something like that. Okay, alright, that's good enough for me. So I'm just going to paste that somewhere here. and just realign it. And I might as well copy it because I'm going to need one more underneath here. Just bring it down, screw right down, and drag it down, and all the way here. That's where I'm going to add my buttons. Okay, that's good. Alright, and let's bring this right down. Okay, that's alright for now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is maybe copy this again and just paste it right in there, but I'm going to have to reduce that. This is it here. It's a little bit very... I'm going to change the color so that you guys can see it. Come right in here and change that color. Let's look for some other color. I don't think I like the sky blue. I'm going to change it back to the color that it was. Let's change this back to what it was and bring this back to money green. There we go. Okay, so let's copy this, copy that, and no, let's copy both. Copy and paste it right in there. Let's make sure it's there. And that's the other one. Okay, we need 2 more of those. Hold on to control click, paste, and 1 more, paste, there. Alright, so looking the way I want, just bring it down a little bit. Okay, and right up here I'm going to need 3 of those. First of all, copy this, copy and paste it right here. Now I need 2 of this. 1, 2, copy, paste it in there. Okay, then let's copy this, copy that, and let's paste it right up here. And I'm going to need 1, 2, copy and paste, drag it way here, and I need 2 more, paste and drag it again, there. Okay, the interface is coming up, although it's going to need a little bit of readjustment. Now let's copy this, copy and paste it right in here. And repeat the same thing for this. There. Now we need buttons. I think it's called T button, something like that. Yeah, there we go. Click, drag, drop it here. I'm going to need just 2 of those anyway. 1 and 2. 1, copy and paste. 2. Select both and let's increase the font size to maybe about 72 font. Let's go for font 72. And in here change this to exit. Let's go up here somewhere. Yes, caption exit. And the variable name, that's going to be btn exit. And I'm going to call this one total, so that will be btn total. And the display name, that will be total. There we go. Very good. Save that. I'm just going to run it. I want to see how it looks. Okay, this is how it's looking. The form is not even aligned. And here I'm going to need a navigator here. So end that, and let's come right here. We need the navigator. Still a lot of work to be done. Let's move all of these up. And this. Then navigator is somewhere here. So let's get hold of the, I think it's called TNAV, something like that. Okay, let's just type in navigator. There we go, that's it. Bring it here. I can always adjust that. Where is it? And just drag. There. Okay, now here change that to tax, and the component right in front of it, that's going to be DBE tax, the name, the variable name, DBE tax. The next one is subtotal, so we change that to, let's look for the name, subtotal, and that's the one right in front of it would become DBA subtotal. That'll be the variable name right here. There we go. And this is going to be known as total. And this very one will become DBE total. There. So that is sorted. Now this one here, let's change that to product name. Product name. The one right in front of it, that's going to be DBE product name. There we go. And so on, guys. So I'm going to have to speed that up, the naming and the rearrangement of the whole interface. But before I do that, you see the form is not aligned. Let's select the form first. Hold on, just click on the form, and we need, you see where it says align, click on that, drop it down and select top. Okay, so save that. If I run it now, the form should be aligned right at the top. There we go, look at that. So guys, I'm just going to speed up the naming, then I'll get back to you shortly. Okay guys, I've finished rearranging the whole system, and I've also included all the names. So as you know, whatever label name you see in here, that's the name for each of the input components. Okay, now let's do one thing. The next thing we want to do now, we now need to get the data connectors or database connectors. But before then, let me go straight into where I have my database, and let's open that up. I have my database in here. I'm going to copy that very database. That is it. Just copy that and come right inside my project here, paste the database right in here. There. So I'm going to double click on that just to show you guys the content I have on the table. I have two tables in there, and I'm going to be making use of this very one, stock system, and this table is actually made available on the description area. So I'm going to exit out and just minimize that. By the way, I do need to know the location of this very table, so I'm going to select the database, hold on to the shift key, right click, and let's select copy path. You need that, so I'm going to minimize that. Now the next thing is, let's go straight into our palette here. Might as well pin that down because I'm going to need it. Where is it again? Pin it down. The first connector I need is ADO connection. This very one here. Grab hold of it. I'm going to dump it right here. Then the next one is going to be ADO table. There we go, that's it right there. Grab hold of that, dump it there. Very good. And finally I need data sort. There we go. Grab hold of that, just dump it here. Now let's start with the ADO connections. Okay, now come right here, the properties of ADO connector. You see where we have connection string, click on that, drop this down, and you see where we have builder or building, click on the building. Make sure the driver that you want to select is Microsoft 16 Access Database Engine. Select that. I am now going to click on next, and in here the part that you copied, paste it right in there. Make sure you get rid of the speech mark on it. There we go, get rid of that. Okay, to get this very part, all you need to do is make sure the database is selected, hold on to the shift key, right click, and select copy part. Okay, now once that is done, you can get rid of the admin. If you want to try it out, just click on test. You can see it's successful. Click on OK. Now the next stage is, you see the blank password, uncheck that, and here where we have advanced, click on advanced. This is very important for you to be able to read and write onto the database. So uncheck this and select read write. Click on OK there, and right here click on OK as well. You now have your database connected. But it's not finished yet. The next thing is, you see where we on the properties where we have login prompt, uncheck that. Okay, once that is sorted, now let's go to ADO table. Click on ADO table. Inside the ADO table, we now want to select the database that we've connected. That is it right here. Click on that. You can also just connect it right from scratch if you want, but it's already addressed to the ADO connection one. After that, you see where we have active, make sure that is true. But before you do that, it does need a table name. Okay, it's now asking me for the table name. Scroll right down here. You see where we have table name, drop it down, and let's select the table. Okay, stock system, that's the one I intend to use. Now let's go back to active. Now check that, you see it's now true. That is good. Now for the data source, click on the data source, the source of the data, that is going to be the ADO table. There, you now officially linked your database. Okay, now that that is sorted, we now need to link every single component in here. Let's select this very first one here, pro.id, select that. Come right here, you should be able to see data source. Click on the data source. The data source is going to be data sort 1, and the field in there, that's going to be pro.id. There we go. If you want to speed up the whole process, you can select every single component and just attach data source 1 to them. Select it all, and in that case the data source is just going to be data 1. There we go. Data source connected to each of the components. The only one that is left now is just for us to enter the fields. So select this product name, come in here where we have data field, click on that, select product name. Next one is description. In that we need description, followed by stock level, reorder level, okay, drag that down. Okay, as you can see, the data source is already attached to it. Now out of stock, and look for the field that is called out of stock. Number of order, the cost, select cost, reorder date, action. Then we have valid from, select valid from, reminder. Then we have order ID. Order ID is there, that's fine. Customer ID. Then we have first name, surname, address, date ordered. Okay, payment method, we have that. Let's check our VAT is there, discount is there, and here number of item, there. Then item ordered, there. Sales, on sales, expired date, date expire. There we go. Every single component is now linked to the database. Save that. Let's run it and see. Click on run. There we go. Look at that. Because I already have some data in there, and that's why we see all of this information. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.